There's a code brew in room 102 this week on The Hapless Heroes.
Don't put your face on that. Other people are putting their butts on that.
Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. Let's start the reverse of the way I usually start. We'll go to my left with Seb as Choomdaloom.
Hey, that orange car's mine. I'm watching you.
To his left we have Nicole as Glurp Glup Glup.
I'm pretty sure this room is the one with the x-rays.
To her left is Mike Isbrunner Brew Blitzbor.
I'm calm. I'm perfectly calm.
Like how he's saying through the anger.
It's a reference to a musical, if anybody knows.
I see.
To his left we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
We are really stuck between priest and hard place right now.
To his left, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jam Jam found a watermelon one.
And to his left, we have Francesco as Percival Flathest.
Now, please, I'm sure this is just a huge misunderstanding.
We cut back in on our party in the midst of the trigger point of a misunderstanding. You know, it's a good cliffhangers go. Father Hayes himself walked in to try to make sense of a disturbance with a agitated patient accosting Dr. Hagman.
I never touched the guy.
That's why I said accosted.
Allegedly.
You balled your fist up.
I did ball a fist up. Sure.
Yeah. Got all aggressive with the guy.
But that's the assault part, and then the battery is just expected to come after.
So
Battery is included.
Things got a little bit heated. Some words were said, some doors were banged on, some other doors were locked, and a priest was called. And here we come back to the other side of that cliffhanger.
A priest with a shotgun.
Percival is going to look excited to see Father Jack Hayes, our shotgun priest, right? Because, you know, in my mind, we're in his good graces, right? Like, we're here to help too. Yes, no, our friend's in there. Like, yeah, let's go in together and see what the danger is, right? And so, like, I'm just going to excitedly go up to him, like, oh, Father Hayes, I'm so glad you came. I just made the suggestion to call for you. Apparently there's been a disturbance and our friend Brew is in there and he's in danger.
Percy.
Yes?
Calmly explain what is going on here.
What do you mean? I don't know. I know as much as you do. I knocked on the door kindly to see if anyone could help me understand what was going on because my friend is in there.
Thank you, that's enough. Father Hayes raps gently on the door. I'm here. You can unlock. And the big old lock on the door to reception goes unclunk.
Unclunk.
I'm allowed to do that.
Dude's giving it.
Does onomatopoeia work that way?
That would really
Unclunk.
I love
Unclunk.
it so much. Put it on a shirt.
Like unsnap.
I thought it made perfect sense.
It makes complete sense to me.
Father Hayes turns to the staff. Udo, could you please explain to me what's going on here? Udo walks up to him and kind of leans close. You hear some muttering back and forth.
I'm gonna what?
Okay.
Like we're not even here? That's so rude.
And what happened?
No manners.
No, it's understandable, really. Yeah. I know Dr. Hagman can get a little excitable. Okay. Everybody stand down.
Who was standing up?
Let's go over to the room here. Father Hayes goes over to the room where
Past me, I assume.
yes.
The door finally opens and you're just standing there.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like Percival is like waving and making like a weird smile with his like, you know, hippo like jaw, and he's just like, you hear like just a as it goes back and forth. Like,
I just like almost can't even look at you. It's like too crazy to see right now.
So Father Hayes walks over to room 102 and looks in on Brew. Runner.
He's sitting cross-legged on the floor with his eyes closed, but his shoulders are like going up and down like really fast. But he's clearly trying to meditate or center himself.
Oh boy.
Brew, can you hear me? Give me. Give me, Brew. Breathe in. Breathe out.
He breathes in and out at the same
Yep.
pace you say that.
Yep. Here we go. Focus on that.
Who's Fraba?
Okay. Seems we've had some distressing news. What's going on?
Can't calm.
Okay. We can wait. We can wait. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. We're in a safe place.
His breathing slightly slows, but it's still like, it's very like, you see his shoulders moving very dramatically.
We'll get to the bottom of what's going on. But I have the distinct sense that our answers are going to be a little more spiritual and a little less medical.
Deep. Real quick, is his X-rays still just like up in this room? Like you
Yeah.
can see it. Okay,
Yeah.
as someone who'd followed the father to the room, would I notice that? I'd be able to easily just like look up.
Yeah.
I don't not wanting to freak out Brew anymore. I'm going to attempt to hide my other surprise. I don't know a lot about Minotaur biology. I don't think that's supposed to be there.
But the thing that looks like a white Muppet snake wrapped around his spine.
Yeah, so I just kind of climb up on the desk next to Brew. He's sitting on one of those like bed seats.
he's on the
that
floor.
doctors-
He's on the floor.
You're on the floor? Perfect, even better. And I would just be like, hey, buddy. Hey, did they tell you what that is?
He is still in meditation mode. His eyes are closed. He's breathing
right.
super, like,
Oh,
not as heavy as he was before, but
Yeah.
definitely dramatically.
No, I think you should definitely keep
asking.
asking him questions. In fact, I think you should just play 20 questions right now.
Namaste.
Choom
whatever.
being choom. Namaste. Is it?
Yeah, namaste away.
Has anyone got any smelling salts? That'll calm him down. Calm down real quick.
Okay, Chum. I think we're done being productive. We're going to give Bruce some space, and if necessary, we'll find him some quiet space for him to relax and process.
We got a mission.
I was gonna say, like, we got shit to do. So it's kind of like, I just wondering if he knew.
But this is important character defining stuff for Brew.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
I want to see this through, even if it takes time.
But is Choom gonna give him the pep talk then to get to be like, yeah, we could process this shit later. Stuff it down. We got work to do, buddy.
I have it in the pocket if you need. I'd just be like caressing his hand, just like slowly. It's like, listen, I totally understand. What you're going through can be scary. There are things you don't understand that are happening. However, my dad had a saying when I was a kid. Life on Verdara was kind of hard. You swing through the streets day after day trying to earn a living. And you can't always do it. But every day I'd come home and he'd say, son, sometimes you just gotta embrace the suck. So I'm gonna need you to do that for me, buddy. I'm gonna need you to reach out, take the suck, and give it a big old hug. And embrace it for me, because we need to get out of here.
Brew opens his eyes. And he just looks at Chum and goes,
Is this what is it? Jim's just like, guys, he's cooked. I don't know what the doctor told him, but he's cooked. Dr. Chum officially gives up.
Jam will waddle in and say, "Oh, what did they give him?" and put the watermelon candy in his mouth.
Just in my mouth?
In my own, and Jam. Oh, and Jam's eating the candy.
The pronouns and it's just confusing. Okay, yes, got it.
Mind you that ingesting sweets is the equivalent of taking a shot for Jam.
He's drinking.
Because Dowar are immune to getting drunk on alcohol. However,
yeah, the sweets.
Sweets.
Fruits, honey, and anything
honey,
sweet.
Yeah, candy. That's Jam about to get fucked up.
Yeah, anything that is fermented, no big deal. Anything that can be fermented, look out.
Brew looks at the father and just kind of looks at him and says, I'm in need of guidance, I think.
I would say so. I think I would be concerned if you didn't feel that way.
There's this thing inside me, and I don't know why it's making me act like this. It's like the demon.
The demon of passive aggressiveness. Yeah. I understand.
Chub, the ad-libs are not helping, brother. They're not helping. Oh, boy. He's just continuing to, just dig.
The best part is, Brew likes Chum. But in this moment, Chum is the last thing he needs.
He's really shining a light on that, 7 charisma you have?
Oh, yeah, 9.
9, okay.
No, I'm just playing up the no bedside manner, but you just feel free to ignore him.
Yeah.
Or lean into it.
Yeah. That was some excellent characterization, though. I think I would like to award inspiration for that. We're in the first 20 minutes of the episode, so I'm not sure if it's going to be adult onset.
As I say, I think, Mike, do you still have your adult onset inspiration that I bestowed upon you? That Dave said he would honor? I believe he said he would still honor it.
I think so.
Yes, sir. I haven't needed it, though. I've been rolling really well.
Can we fuse them together?
For the pep talk.
Oh, no. Yeah, Chum absolutely has some inspiration for that pep talk, because that was excellent.
Oh! I hope I remember to use it this time.
I know, I always forget I have it.
I'm saying.
Mark it somewhere visible.
There's an inspiration box on the
I literally have it marked on my thing.
Yeah.
Just don't even look at it. Tis what it is.
Tis what it is. I love it. That's what your fucking symbiote should say all the time.
Wait till you guys meet the symbiote. But that's not right now.
Yeah.
It's not now. It doesn't
not
technically come into effect really until level 3. We're just
We've seen
amazing.
it, but
we've now seeded it properly.
This is our potential to fix the problem, but I don't think we're going to.
Well, this is a problem that you were told does not have a medical solution.
Right. Like the doctor literally was narrating. That's it.
Yeah. He's an eccentric old person based on a professor that I had many years ago.
Yeah, no, the doctor was amazing, character-wise.
As a doctor.
So he,
Yeah.
Brew grabs the father's arm. Lightly for Brew, but like not lightly.
Yeah.
And just says, I need your help. Get this thing out of me.
Brewstercism?
Oh boy.
We can attempt an exorcism. But I'll warn you, I sense nothing, even now, I sense nothing evil in you. We may...
This thing's not evil. Certainly makes my stomach evil.
And he's a little grumpy.
Just because it isn't evil doesn't mean it's benign.
Sure.
Time is of the essence. I suppose we have to do something now. I'll need some time to prepare. Let's see. This seems like we're pretty early in the day still. Like what, about noonish?
Yeah, you said that we were up afternoon, so that's probably about like 1 or 2
afternoon.
at this point now.
Okay. 1, 2, maybe 3.
Sure.
I can have the space and materials necessary by this evening. We'll meet back here at 9 p.m.
Ooh,
My office.
An evening exorcism.
Those are the best kind.
I was gonna say, like, what exorcism is during the day? Come on.
I've never had one or
What
heard
good
of one.
exorcism?
I didn't know there were good ones. I thought they all kind of were like bad.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah, I mean the act is good, but like going
Prepare
through it's
for the-
probably gonna suck.
Prepare for the projectile vomiting.
Yeah, that's where me and you are gonna separate, Chief. I don't do vomit very good.
Brew's done too much of that. He's probably not looking forward to that either.
This counts as bedside banner for you.
All right.
I feel like as we're being like led out now, I feel like there's just
Yeah.
like this like sound like that, like the picture being taken, and like Glorp has somehow found their way into the X-ray room while everyone was like occupied with
Not even
with,
the separate
Brew.
X-ray room, but literally this same room that everybody else is already in because there was an X-ray machine in the room, right?
Whoa!
So, yeah.
Did we all just get radiation poisoning?
No, because after that they moved to another room to look at the results.
Yeah.
That's why I
okay.
figured you just like
Yeah.
snuck
Yeah.
into the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, if you would like to do that, make me the most cursory stealth check possible. Like, everyone's really occupied, so I don't feel like it's very difficult to get away here.
Every check you make Glorp do just gives them more power, just so you know. Because even if they do it poorly, they will still believe they did it
22.
well. Oh my god, see?
What? Just because
Master Sneak
yeah,
now.
a blob made out of confirmation bias just happens to roll well a few times. Yes, so you are now the master of stealth as you ooze out of the room to go take illicit x-rays of yourself without a medical license.
I mean, what's an X-ray tech's level of medical license?
Yeah.
That's like,
Well, I
I
don't
don't know. It
know.
might be maybe a medicine check?
I feel like a medicine check is exactly what we're going to use to operate an x-ray machine.
medicine check for that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh, you say.
D&D gives me a sheet full of skills. I'm going to use the whole sheet.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if anything, you could try to convince. Well, no one can really inspire you when they don't know what you're doing. So
Yeah.
Well, no, but do I still have my adult on spec onset inspiration from my speech, do I not?
Yes.
From my epic
You-
discussion?
yeah,
Because I
you
was told I
absolutely
could
would, yeah.
reserve that
This would
for the day
this would be a
episode.
great time to
because-
use it.
That was enduring adult onset inspiration.
Yes. How do I use that? I just re-roll, right?
It's just advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never remember to use it clearly.
Just cash it in.
Oh,
for
that's much better.
advantage.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Apparently, I showed the kindergartners a film strip on how to take x-rays once or something.
Expert radiologist. Glop, everyone.
I hacked
Nice.
it. I'm gonna hack this X-ray machine so hard
Expert
right now.
hacker.
I'm gonna see what my comet looks like.
Okay. So the comet is not reactive the same way Brew's passenger is. But you do now have an excellent picture that shows that the content of
Hang on, I can share it with everyone.
oh, wonderful.
This is what my x-ray looks like.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Nice.
god. We'll post that. We'll post up what that is in our Discord thread
Yeah.
for this episode.
But also, for, I guess, the listeners, it's pretty much black. You can see a glowing white rock and, like, the faintest sort of indication of where Glorp would be.
A shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to tune it in so there's a pretty decent shape, but it just generally shows that Glorp is entirely homogeneous except for this rock floating in the center, which is very dense and bright.
I wonder where their thoughts come from.
They just come from inside of me, and then I let them out in the air like little fireflies.
Did you take this X-ray with you as you were walking out?
Oh,
showing
yeah,
us?
I'm like holding it up.
It's like the employee taking photocopies of their face and, like, walking out of the copy room with the fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's the same.
Don't
kind
put
of
your
energy
face
here.
on that. Other people
No,
are
don't
putting
do
their
that.
butts
Yes.
on
I was
that.
gonna say most people do their butts.
You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Gross.
Because that's what Brew would be doing.
I mean,
And then Percy goes and
Puts his face there.
I would. Right. I mean, he'd be too afraid to sit on it because he's like he's over 1,000 pounds. He'd fucking destroy the thing.
you would be afraid to sit on it. All right, so everyone's getting back in place.
So yes, everyone is getting ushered out because Father Hayes has sort of had enough of this clinic being disrupted.
Jam grabs more of those candy.
Yeah.
On the way out. So I guess
It's fine.
I'll look at Brew and just because I'm sure you probably still look distraught, and I'll just be like, "Hey, buddy, so do you need need a second, or March told us we had to go somewhere. You up for that, bud?"
I think so. Anything to get my mind off this at this point.
I know what'll
Can't do
get your mind
anything
off it. He raises his eyebrows, holds up his keys, jingles them. Shopping. Come on, big boy. I'll buy you whatever you want.
I'm a minimalist now. I don't really care for things.
Just order it online. It'll probably show up to the house.
But a fun adventure would be great.
Fun adventure.
Oh wait, we're not supposed to use the internet much. Oh, I should have thought about that before
All right.
I looked up directions to where we were supposed to go. Whoops. He says out loud to everyone.
Jim's just like, all right, you in the hospital. I guess we'll go wherever you want to go. He just gets into the driver's seat. Turns it on.
Oh right, I have to climb on the back of the thing. All right, yeah, everyone else get in, I guess, and I'll hang on the back again. Unless someone else wants to, maybe just just shake things up.
Hey, Percy, you're doing great back there, bud. Doing
thank
absolutely
you.
wonderful.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
Without you, I don't even know if I'd be able to drive, man. It's crazy. Turns the
That's
radio
such a
up.
nice thing for you to say.
This whole session, I've been listening to the Fallout 4 Diamond City Radio playlist. So that's what's playing. Just like it's like old timey, like Old school
Like, I wonder
music.
what like old timey space. Yeah, because like, but it had to be something that maybe was like not familiar to us at all, right? Like we've never heard this kind of music before ever.
Right.
I mean, on my drive, that's where I get it from. Is just the driving that I did for work and stuff. But you guys would be kind of like, what the fuck?
Turn on
So
the
where are we
radio.
going?
So we have to. I mean, March told us we need to go to the spaceport.
Right. Going to the spaceport? You feel up for the adventure?
Yeah, bro, you good?
I am as good as I can be at this point. Can't do anything until 9 p.m., so let's do something else.
That's a vote of confidence. Let's go.
All right. He starts driving. I feel like I just have to point out that we often, when we go to a new location, do not keep any previously made time commitments. I just saying, it just never happens. But okay, we're going. I'm getting on the freeway, and I'll drive us to the fucking spaceport.
Yeah, and like maybe about 15 minutes into however long the drive is, like halfway through, Percy's like, no one feels like maybe stopping for a pizza by any chance.
Oh my god.
So
Oh no! Hey man, it's a democracy.
I will allow a pizza
just joking.
montage.
A pizza
Cost of
montage.
1 hour.
I was doing it for the gag. I was not being serious.
I was just eating pizza.
Don't, can we not say the word gag,
pizza
please?
pepperoni.
Okay, so wait, are we actualizing this pizza, or is this just
Oh, it already
conception?
happened.
It
there a
would be a
drive-thru
montage.
pizza?
We would yada yada through it, but is
Okay.
there drive-through? Actually, hold on. That is a great question. Is there drive-through pizza on the raft?
Yes,
If
but
you know
only
someone,
for-
there is.
Only for small scooters and trucks. The truck that you have barely qualifies, and you're really
it
kind of
qualifies.
scraping the side.
We go through the drive-thru.
Like, people are kind of looking at you funny, but yeah, you can make it. It's
I just love
mostly
the
for it's mostly for like scooter delivery drivers.
I just love the juxtaposition of like we just called ourselves out for time commitments, and then we're just like, "What, just a quick stop for pizza."
Literally.
What can hurt?
So now, like, it cuts back to us with like pizza, like personal pizzas in hand. Like Percival's trying to.
Percy's on the
he's got
back
his-
with a stack trying to balance them, holding the
Yes,
door with
yes.
one hand.
Yeah, it's a slightly larger pie than everyone else, so it's more of a Percival pan pizza.
Well, here's the thing with
wow.
Percival, I could probably just literally open my gigantic, like hippo-like mouth and just put the whole pizza in, which is probably how I would eat it.
That's
Can't do slice at a time right now.
Do you
That's a
fold
choice.
it?
That
Do
is a
you
choice.
fold it?
I don't think I'd have to. I would just, I'm just chewing on the whole circle.
So you
That's a
wouldn't
weird
fold
way.
it?
That's a weird way to answer that question.
Humans
I
fold
don't think I
it
have
so that
to.
more can fit in your mouth at once. He can fit the entire thing in his mouth.
Yeah,
at
but
once.
like, I don't know.
Just
I'm in
because
New
you
York,
can.
so like you gotta
It's
fold
to hold the
pizza.
toppings in.
doesn't mean you should.
Right.
Listen,
You
I
wanna
was
It's
lose
getting
all
all
sidetracked
one
by this.
bite. It's
I
one
wasn't
bite.
It's one bite.
If you fold a whole
right.
pizza, is it a calzone
I just-
now?
I wasn't.
Yes.
I wasn't trying to sidetrack us with how I eat a pizza. I just,
Well, it's
If
gross.
you roll it, is
Yeah.
it
It's
a
a sidetrack to know this
Yeah.
important information.
Right. So, I wanted to montage this for basically this exact reason.
That was the montage.
Yeah.
Montage is over.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Brew is not eating any pizza.
Okay. All right. Things move along. All of this is happening in the truck that is driving. Choom, I'm absolutely certain you're eating while driving. I'm absolutely
100%.
certain that this is not the first, second, or 50th time.
I'm
this has
driving with my
happened.
feet
Yeah.
and eating with my hands.
I feel like it's almost the default state.
And I feel like that's still safe. Like,
Your feet are
Oh,
still
yeah.
hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or as safe as Choom drives.
I'll take that as a compliment.
There's a baseline level of danger no matter what, but Choom driving with his feet is more safe than most people driving with their hands.
There it is.
Damn straight.
Can I go get another X-ray to see if the pizza shows up?
Okay, so We're not doing that right now. We're going to move the action along. So to get to the locker that exists in the spaceport on the Mother of Exiles, you would have to get some taxi service to there from the raft.
Could
Which
just
is
take our
fine.
shuttle there.
There is a terminal to do that. You could take your shuttle from there
That
as
is
well. yes.
100% what's happening.
All right.
Is it? Well, to be fair, are they done with the repairs? It is only the next day.
Ooh, only the next day. No, they would not be done with repairs.
Son of a
You'd have
bitch!
to- Yeah, no, you'd have to take a taxi. Oh, come on, Shum. You of all people know that, it takes time to do it right.
Is there a rent a
wait.
shuttle?
We've been down this road before. And you're saying we have to take a taxi, which means we're leaving the raft again. Now, while it's only to another ship, just want to point out, we have to be back here.
Right.
So let's not get too sidetracked with anything that could potentially prevent us from getting our friend here to his exorcism? Question mark?
Well, technically it'd be like 3 at this point with the pizza stop and everything.
We got 6 hours. This
We
will be
got
fine.
6, how far away is it?
Yeah, actually, how long would the taxi ride take to get us between the raft and then to what is towing the raft?
It's probably about a half hour. So
Just because
each
of
way.
space,
yeah.
right,
So
and docking
yeah, after your pizza side track, I'd say that cut about 45 minutes off. So this will take another half hour. I'm just kind of jotting things down.
Soon, all of the DMs are going to gang up on all of us and start making all of these sidetrack things matter when we waste time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're just taking some notes here.
Sure.
But yeah, so it takes about a half hour to get there. Now, I would say we can stop and describe the roses a little bit. So as you're leaving the raft, the terminal that you take this taxi from, so it's it's Sky Taxi terminal for all shuttles and taxis.
Yeah,
for,
well, and I would assume that these are probably like
The whole flotilla.
like ships that aren't designed for like deep space travel, right? It's probably just like inter-ship or inter-system stuff, right? Like just like smaller ships.
Yeah. All the smaller ships that go between all the big ships, they just sort of, they're shuttles. They exist in the wake of these larger ships, but they wouldn't be capable of deep space faring on their own. Much like your shuttle, for example, which it got some help, but it's
It
not.
does have, yeah, right. I
Yeah.
mean, it is a shuttle that does technically have a cruising drive, which is impressive.
Yeah.
So it's got a little, it's the Puma, right? It's the Astrodyne Puma.
It's my baby.
Yeah. It's more than what you're taking now, which is basically a glorified taxi.
Yeah, I almost imagine it's almost vaguely taxi shaped.
Yeah.
They got one of those
We're all
tablets.
squeezing in. We may have to get 2 just because I
Yeah.
take up a lot of space.
It is, of course, that unsightly yellow with some checkerboard pattern on it because taxi colors and
Have to.
patterns are universal.
Universal tag.
Yeah.
They have one of the screens on the back seat, the back headrest, where it's like, you can play games and earn your driver money.
But like none of them work. Like you can't actually, the touch screen doesn't work at all, so it just keeps playing the demo over and over again.
Yeah.
Nice.
1 in 20 screens shocks you when you touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Begins furiously poking the screen.
Oi! The taxi driver goes, some people charge extra for that, oi?
Are you
Make
some
sure you give me-
people?
No, but make sure you give me 5 stars, because that's an extra service.
All right, well then drive. Sheesh.
And he does. The terminal you depart from is basically a ship that's been tipped on its side and hollowed out. It's ramshackle. It's made almost entirely out of rust compressed together in the vague shape of a ship. In contrast, the terminal that you arrive at upon the Mother of Exiles is spacious. It is somewhat dark, like almost a glossy stone marble floor, spacious, almost cavernous ceilings that show a starry night sky up above, like in tiles on the ceiling. You know, maybe about 30 feet high. It's almost a grand central station, as it were, for this area. You know, enough space to harbor several ships, you know, capable of independent space flight, plus a couple dozen taxis and other shuttles, a few shipping ships, sort of stuff that takes cargo in between instead of people. Plenty of and there are storage lockers, like for people to, you know, leave things while they're in between trains or something, or, you know, while they're waiting, while they're away. Those lockers are off at the west side.
I guess I'm gonna look at the note again and just double check the coordinates and try to figure out what locker this is that March has directed us to. And
I imagine that was part of the sequence of numbers. And that's really all that he gave you, was the sequence of numbers. It looked like coordinates followed by...
maybe a locker number?
Yeah. Followed by a 3-digit number, followed by what looks entirely like it could be a padlock code.
Like a combination? Okay.
Yeah. Locker 2214.
Hold on, I need to roll something and I'm gonna explain why. Yeah, it's a 4. Okay, so I would have, because Fursel wasn't thinking, I would have probably, you said the note was in crayon, I probably would have typed out the whole thing into Flatugal Maps, not being super familiar with how things are always labeled sometimes.
Yeah.
So whatever I entered into Flatugal Maps would have been the full string of numbers, not just the coordinates, right? To just, those were, and then I probably would have been like, oh, right, and then it would probably auto-correct it to the actual location.
Okay. So, you know approximately where it is. These are, you know, bays of these lockers that are probably about 12 inches high, 9 inches wide. These shelves go about 6 feet high and are probably, 20, 30 feet long. And there are several rows of these. So hundreds and hundreds of lockers.
So what's the number that, I guess, what is the locker number that I'm assuming March left us, if I'm looking at these numbers?
2214.
2214. They're like, because of how many lockers there are there like maybe signs like at each row that kind of give you like a range of numbers that they all are?
When you get to the end, you would notice that, 2214, the 2000s are 2 extra rows in.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to try to find this locker.
Yep. The area is deserted except for there's looks like a maintenance man kind of wearing a poncho. He's off towards the corner, just sort of sweeping.
Mm-hmm. Well, Percival, not being suspicious of anyone, would just go and find the locker and try to attempt to input the combination. Oh, yeah, this is the one. And then just striding along.
Don't fat finger it.
Hold on. I mean, listen, I have wasted. First of all, that's very rude.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
I know I have large fingers. That's why I made tools to make it easier for me to manipulate things.
All right. So you go over to the locker and you can attempt to put the code in. It looks like it's...
I will have my little homunculi assistant, Ollie, just like be the one to manipulate the combination to make sure that the fine touch of can be made to get the exact combination right. And I look at you and be like, see?
That's pretty cool.
All right. So we got 12 right, 34 left, 78 right, and the lock pops open.
Okay, I kind of take a deep breath because I don't know what kind of shit March would have left us or what's going to come out of this locker potentially. But I open it.
The locker is empty.
Of course.
Sounds about
This
right.
can't be right. Skeppy, right?
No, this sounds actually exactly very in line.
I'd like to make an investigation check on the locker to see if there's any maybe hidden compartments or something.
Okay, you can make an investigation check. The janitor finishes sweeping over by the corner and starts walking down the hall towards you.
Again, as I implicitly trust everybody, I'm just going to continue investigating. Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, what did you get?
That would be 23.
23.
Hey.
There is a slip of paper stuck to the top that you find that wasn't immediately obvious by looking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you do
Jam.
anything specific when you find it with your hand?
I find it with my hand.
Yeah.
I am going to just kind of like try to palm it, I guess, and then just,
Okay.
kind of fold it up and,
I'd
look
like
to
you to
the
make
group and
me
kinda shrug.
I would like you to make me a sleight of hand check.
Sure.
Shim's gonna place his
okay
hand
at those.
on your leg.
Just like, careful, big
Oh,
boy.
it's-
Careful.
Cast guidance.
Okay. Yeah, 16.
Okay. Yeah. Look, you managed to palm it in a way that you're convinced that you discreetly tucked it away, and with a small note and a large hand, it's made easier.
And I'm going to kind of like look at the group and be like, it's weird. Just feel like I was kind of
Yeah.
expecting more.
Did you find
Yeah.
something, Percy?
I bet you he's about to set us on some. I'm just like dreading trying to figure out what it is.
The janitor continues to approach.
I give him the blue collar head nod. Does he give it
Yeah,
back?
Yeah. You get nothing in return. It looks like, well, actually, you get what looks like kind of a side nod, maybe. Like
That
it
is
twitches to the side.
suspicious as fuck. I would like to insight on that because
That's
any blue
sus as
collar
fuck,
Is
he
this
said.
more
man
robots?
knows
Yeah.
the head nod. Okay,
Yeah.
you give it to
No.
each other.
There was an excellent shibboleth there. I like that.
All right, insight. On the die, and then plus my wisdom. That would be a
Dirty 18.
Yeah, that it's twitching irregularly, almost mechanically. It's the gait is off. Like the one leg is almost longer than the other. But it's
Hey,
all
bud, you
being
got a
covered up.
problem?
Are you looking for something?
Not
And
a
you
pirate.
you see two glowing red eyes look out from under the hood at you, Percy.
Well, actually, I'd never seen the robots, so but I see two glowing red eyes.
Yeah.
Percy's eyes will widen at this point because now it's like, okay, danger sense is actually like I'm now something.
Finally!
okay, something is wrong.
Fucking finally, Percy.
Now, don't forget, I'm still fully armed and armored, right?
Yeah.
I left the house in this.
Yeah.
In all my shiny new stuff. So I'm just gonna like kind of, like as I'm kind of starting to see what might be happening here, I'm just gonna start reaching back, behind me to my sling to like where my special shotgun is, and I'm gonna just start. I'm just gonna put my hands around it.
Isn't one public disturbance enough for the day, Percival?
ew.
What are you talking? What? Is this? Hey guys. This is. Is this a robot?
Indeed.
Yeah, it's actually kind of perfect because I know someone who heard some bad news today who probably could blow off a little steam.
Yes. Let's cause a ruckus in a more
Damn it!
respectable part of town. That
Just
would
punch
go
him
over
already.
wonderful, wouldn't it?
What are you?
Oh. This old thing as it gestures with its hands at itself. And you can see it's a very crude mechanical body underneath this poncho. Only vaguely represents a humanoid shape on closer look. It's just something I threw together the last second. I see you.
You.
Where is he?
Where is who?
Yeah, who could
What do
you
you
be
mean?
talking about?
Don't be obtuse.
Oh, you mean our roommate? We don't know. You know, we're trying to.
You don't.
No, not a clue. He's
I
gone.
wonder why that's perhaps why you searched here. You led me right to it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, there's nothing.
There's something.
Does it hold something up? Does it, or sorry, you gestured, but I wasn't sure if you meant. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, as it holds up what appears to be a card key.
Okay. Upon seeing that, we need to do something about this, but I don't want to cause a public disturbance.
Can I roll stealth while this guy's monologuing?
Sure, go for it.
Isn't that the best time to roll?
It's isolated over here. It's kind of dark. There's plenty of looming shadows. Go for it. What you got?
It's not a nat 20. It's 19 plus 3.
All right.
30, 22.
All right. Sounds good. You are hidden.
Nice. I'm gonna try and make my way over towards around the robot. Just his feet.
All right.
That's what I'm doing.
That's fine. You are behind. I would say you are several feet away. Behind now.
Okay.
Okay. How about any of the rest of you? Any other reactions? I'm sure.
I mean, we are like I'm dialoguing with this thing, so I don't necessarily because I wouldn't be the one to shoot first.
Yeah.
But I will hopefully be the last one to shoot. I am very good with firearms.
It hasn't really
Give her, like,
addressed
natural
any of us
proficiency.
yet. So.
But it's a robot. I mean, all of you have just had some very.
Yeah, but have we also not have like interactions with robots on the flotilla to a certain degree at all, or are robots so unique?
Not really.
This is the first you've encountered.
James,
like Android. Yeah, like there might be like, maybe like robot cleaners.
Sure.
Or like, like simpler robots, but not ones that have any sort of facsimile to.
Jam is going to make actual use of his aggressive tobogganing. And try, because the actual aggressive tobogganing is if I enter the area of a creature size larger than me, I can make a saving throw. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember it. I think I can knock them down.
Prone?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you're going to be taking an aggressive action like that, you know my next 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I want pizza.
I mean,
Brew is suddenly hungry.
Am I able to get a surprise toboggan in?
Subsequently,
56 minutes in the episode. Is this where we're going to roll into initiative?
subsequently,
we
if he
can
gets
just
a
pick it up the
surprise-
next one.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's
And we
do
all
that.
know to be prepared with an action.
Yes.
Well, if he gets a surprise action, Choom's gonna, as soon as he sees him move,
The goal,
he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Jam's goal is to knock him prone so that Choom can steal the card.
The card, and then we can maybe just get the fuck
Run
out.
away.
Because
Yeah.
if we don't cause a scene, then, we can at least alert the flotilla that they got a fucking spooky android in there that they should probably go collect. Hey,
Okay.
you guys remember how much you loved Jeff? Well, hey, we got another one for you.
Can we keep this one?
All right, so sure. I'm going to have Jam make whatever check you need to see if this goes off first. Then we'll roll into initiative if things don't go.
Well, I guess you
at
probably need to
frame
determine
perfect.
what check you want him to make. Because aggressive
Yeah.
tobogganing is just a thing you can do, but like,
Yeah.
or
You're
does,
right.
or does it have to make a save?
If you
You
would
know what?
enter a creature space that you can't move through while you're sliding, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So that has to save,
Okay.
or it falls down.
Yes. And this thing, as you can tell, already it's got one leg longer than another. It's kind of walking with a messed up gait. It looks pretty cobbled together. So
It's like Franken robot.
okay. So yeah, it rolled a 5 + 1 6.
Ah, nice. It's 10.
Yeah.
It's
So
still low, but it's good.
Yep. So it clatters over.
And I feel like this is where then Choom would need to spring into action and try to grab the
Yes.
fucking
Well,
card.
see,
Right.
okay, I know that's what he wanted me to do. Since
Yeah.
there was no communication, I have to honor my character and do what Choom was actually going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that if it was
Okay.
not that, then
Yeah.
The second that thing, I saw Jam move, I'm running towards the thing. I'm still technically stealth,
All right.
and I'm going to weld it to the floor.
And then take the card.
And then, yes, that's what I was planning on doing, was welding it. And I just, that's what I was going
I need to remember that
Okay.
Jam is psychic and can telepathically connect with creatures.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have helped.
you
I would
choose
have
to speak out
accepted-
loud.
I would have
You
accepted
choose
that
to speak
more.
out loud.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You could communicate telepathically with us if you,
Oh,
if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
How do we know he hasn't been though?
Well, that's
Okay.
I didn't clarify in this specific instance. 'Cause they should have.
I feel like people would ask him to stop. If we lived with him, we would be like,
Yeah.
all right, listen, dude.
Use your indoor voice, literally.
Listen, if his back is to us, we don't know if his mouth is moving.
Okay. So Choom,
Yeah.
we're gonna make 2 checks here. The
Okay.
first we're gonna make is an acrobatics to make sure that you can get yourself onto him and in position to do this. And then the second would be an attack roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
With the acrobatics, that is a dirty 16.
16. Okay, good. So you get where you need to be. You're able to pounce quickly.
Motherfucking
accurately.
robots.
And this is
Yeah.
a prone target.
And this is a prone target. So sure, we'll have this be an advantage attack.
Should I pull
With
out
the
a
spot
big
welder.
die? Dude, we'll do these two.
All right.
I think that's why he wanted to go shopping, because he's probably almost out of fuel canisters for that
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
thing.
down to 2.
So that was 14 plus 5. 19. 16 plus 5. That's a
Dirty 21.
Okay. You succeed at welding what parts of it to the floor? Arms, hands, feet?
I was going like arm, shoulder. Like I know I wouldn't be able to do much in like the 6
Perhaps
seconds.
the arm that is holding the
Yes,
key card.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Choom
Wonderful.
is stupid,
Yes.
but not that stupid.
Yeah. So it is welded at the wrist and elbow to the floor.
Fucking robots. Just light the plasma torch.
Time is like moving in slow motion for Percival right now,
Yeah.
because y'all are just doing a whole bunch of things at once, and I'm still just
And
like
it's
ready
super
to pull
cool.
the. Yeah, right.
Gives Jam high five.
Yep.
Grab the card.
Grabs card. Puts it in plumbing belt of holding.
Interesting. Quick thinking. It'll be fun watching and following you. Don't worry. I'll be around. Since you
Nice.
make yourself so easy to follow. You'll lead me right to him.
I'm gonna lean close
Oh.
to the robot's face and go,
Make sure you catch me in the shower. I'll give you a show.
wipe grease on his face.
And the light goes out of its eyes from behind the grease, and it slumps to the floor.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
he was already on the floor.
We need to do two things. First of all, we need to let the flotilla know that there's another robot here that they can collect. Again, goodwill goes a long way. You know, it was so nice of you guys to leave the robot behind. That was such a good thing to do, right? Like, I really appreciate that. Like, we're all on the same page now, right? Because remember, your trap didn't work. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm searching this robot while he's monologuing. Right now.
And second, we need to destroy all of our internet-connected devices. I think I made a mistake.
Oh.
And Percival, without even waiting for anyone else to comply, pulls his tablet out and using his armor of assisted strength, literally just crushes it. Like,
well, damn.
that'll do it. Oh, right. Forgot about space shuttle mode. He pulls his like little his little like phone out and he puts it on. It's like it's okay. It's fine. I didn't need that. It was. I'll just tell the guild that that loner it was a lab issue or something or a workstation problem. Oops.
Yeah, we need to get you some calm emotion scrolls or something, bud. You need
Well,
to
I'm
chill.
fine. No, I'm totally calm. It's just like, this is just some real action there. Just some real action.
Do you have the demon inside of you too?
It's a demon? What? This is the first time he said anything about this fucking thing, and he says it's a demon. Oh.
No, listen, we can't get sidetracked. We need to find the authorities, and then we need to, does anyone else have any other things that could be, where we could be being watched on or listened on?
Exorcism makes so much more sense now.
No,
Jam,
listen. Look.
What?
I'm being serious. What devices does everyone still have?
I got my phone.
Yep. Jam
I have
kind
my
of taps
tablet.
where his the one that's not supposed to be trackable, the non-traceable communication.
I still have one of
We
We
those
have
too.
those.
Touch it in his pocket and not do anything about it.
Okay.
He still
That's a
owes Tink
choice.
for those.
That's a choice.
It may be a good choice, but it's
Yeah, I'm
a
not doing
choice.
shit either. I don't give a fuck. I want this guy to find me.
My tablet's on the ship. I can't do anything with that.
I
My ship,
don't like the
our
idea
ship.
of being followed by someone we can't see.
I mean, he makes himself pretty known. It's kind of, for a guy that doesn't like to be seen, he's been seen a lot.
Oh, wait a minute, what have you seen? We saw a robot here. If I like pull like the hood off of it or something like that, does it actually have
Oh, I've been searching it.
any sort of things, or is it just like a robot?
It's a poorly rather a crudely cobbled together robot. Like
Right. So there's no like synthetic skin. Like it was not made. There was no
no.
effort made to actually make this look like a person. Aside
How did
from
we
the
miss
fact
him
that it
coming
has-
in? The
Because
janitor.
It was he had a poncho on, right? That's what he said.
He's
Janitor.
wearing a poncho.
Sus.
Just like a floor length brown like rain poncho looking thing.
Does anybody want a
Anybody want a poncho?
As I just start
No, I
like
think we need to
taking
get out
whatever
of
this
here.
guy has.
Jam will take the poncho. Jam likes ponchos.
I had a feeling. I had a real feeling, Jam. It'll look good on you.
Did he have anything on
Huge.
him at all?
I was gonna say.
No. Let's see. If you're up close, Chum, I'd like you to make a perception check.
What do I see? What do I perceive?
+2. That's a
Dirty 13.
Okay. It's that familiar smell that was coming out of March's little hutch there. That burnt circuit coming off of this
Oh
robot.
shit. He fried it. Well,
I'll take a moment then before we leave, or before we go find the. Percival's going to want to alert the flotilla somehow, but I'm going to that note that I had palmed. I'd like to see what it says or what's on it. That was in the top of March's locker.
It is a series of numbers.
Oh, good.
1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Are they all separated? Right? None of them are together?
It's just a sequence there. So
Just a
just a sequence of 6 numbers. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Okay. I'm gonna put that like in my backpack.
Yeah.
Not saying anything, right? None of us really know.
Well, I know. I'll let you guys know. I think I found something, but I just don't want to say anything in case someone's listening or watching or just don't know what it means yet.
Ominous.
Yep. Okay. So looks like you guys are ready to leave this smoking
Almost.
husk on the floor. Okay.
Is there like, okay, so we're on the Mother of Exiles now. This is like where
Yes.
people who actually have money, or who like who are part of more of an actual established part of the flotilla, like exist and operate,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Is there like some sort of emergency like call station or something like that where I can like report something?
You gonna call the police?
Just leave a tip and get the fuck out.
There's a bank of what look like sort of payphone analogs.
Sure. Is there
by the
like an
ticketing area.
emergency number that can be dialed?
Yes. And it is it's on the bottom of the phones there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So are you ready to start writing it down?
Oh, the number
Yeah.
for the emergency? Sure. Yes.
Yeah. 0118
Uh-huh.
999 88199 9119 725.
What the fuck? That's the three. that is the emergency
Worst
number.
Emergency number. Or you can press 0 for the operator.
It's
I'm sure there's a cheerful song
yeah.
to help you remember it when you're a child.
0118999
Stop.
88119 9119 725
It's easy.
Now, I mean, the gag is stolen from the IT crowd. It was the emergency services number from.
Oh, Jesus
their
Christ. Well,
episodes,
I'll
yeah.
plug the whole thing in, and
Yeah.
then essentially, if an operator picks up, or even if it's an automated thing, I'm literally just going to leave a tip of saying, this is a message to be directed for Proxy Keen. There is another object of interest in the lockers at the spaceport on the Mother of Exiles. Thank you. And then just hang up. I'm not going to wait for a response. And then, okay, we should probably go.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, you are heading back to the raft?
I think so.
We have an
I
appointment
don't
to
know.
keep.
Sounds
We have
good.
an appointment to keep. So
All right.
we should see that through before,
Sounds good. So the party will be on their way back, and I think that is a perfect. That's a perfect place to end this particular episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
mysterious numbers.
So many mysterious
Upcoming
numbers.
Brewstercism.
That's gonna be fun.
Fucking
Yep.
robots
Robots.
in
Yeah.
disguise.
Robots in disguise.
Decepticons.
Yeah. So, folks, if you like us abusing every trope we've ever heard and, throwing it back
Who
at you
doesn't?
one more time, repackaged as
doesn't?
That's the
anthropomorphic
fun of
animals
this.
doing sci-fi on a ramshackle ship, then, I don't know. If you like us, we can be found on the internet. They say links grow on trees, and here they do, because if you go to linkter.ee/haplessheroes, you get our link tree, and all of our links are growing there, and they will take you to places like all of our social media places, and the one you really want to go to. The important one, our Discord server. It's the sort of place you can meet and greet and hang out and chat with us. We're there every day, and more importantly, our community's there every day, and it's a great bunch, and we'd love you to be part of it. Maybe you really like us, though. Leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice, and failing that, we also have a channel on our Discord server called 5 Stars. If your podcast service doesn't have an ability to leave a review, or you don't want to put it out in the public, you just want it for us, you can leave it there, and we will, no matter where we find it, we will read it on air and recognize you as the 5-star person that you are.
I do want to just call out, this is someone who's already left us a review before, but they, liked us so much, they reviewed us twice. So that, goes out to Inspector Chaos on our Discord server. Just, hey, thank you so much for continuing to be a supporter of our show. And just the fact that, you've just, he said, previously when he reviewed us, he was Lone Wolf Nate, and since he got married, he's Wolfpack Nate, and I think that's adorable. And so I just wanted to shout that out real quick. So thank you again for saying such kind words in the server, Inspector Chaos. The review is so long, and there's so many things you had to say, but I just wanted to shout you out again for continuing to be a valued member of our audience.
Families have developed through the arc of this podcast. That is so cool. True. Also, his name makes me think of Inspector Gadget theme song. Just
I think about Professor Chaos from South Park. Butters is like villain superhero character. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So if you really, really like us, you donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. Hey, if you're on that link tree, the link is there too. We've got a variety of reward tiers, and if you're part of the appropriate tier of rewards, you could get access to our bloopers, our outtakes, our behind the scenes stuff, the extra content, also access to our special patrons only channels where we post with our pinkies in the air. So, if you really want to support us and our ad-free content that we want to continue making until I get older and grayer, I guess, help us out with some of our recording equipment, our hosting costs, and we really do appreciate the support we do get from all of our patrons. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep. Only thing I've got left is to outro our cast, and we'll go backwards of the way I came in. So to my right, we've got Percival Flodhest, played by Francesco.
I froze when the action got good.
To his right, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Good night, everybody.
To his right, we have Brunner Brew Blitzboar, played by Mike.
Is it 9 p.m. yet?
To his right, we have Glorp Glup Glup, played by Nicole.
What if I just put a pizza in the X-ray?
And to her right, we have Choondaloom, played by Seb.
If I'd have known we were going to be fighting robots, I would have brought 2 welders.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master and Robot Pilot this evening. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.